Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in the booth. In today's presentation, I will try to talk a little bit about the state of the art in 5G and also the state of the art of technology in India in general. Right? And let's start by 5G. Right? Today we have 340 networks that are 5G across the world. Mid-band coverage is around 40% in the world. 40%, and that is a big figure. There are, Ericsson is supporting out of 340, 187 networks in 78 countries. Half of them are 5G standalone networks. And half of the traffic that is going around 5G around the world is carried by Ericsson networks when you exclude China. And then when we come to India, India is really a big success story. It's not only that the economy is growing, India is one of the fastest economies growing in the world. It will become number 3 by 2030, pointing out to $7 trillion US, and 20% of that will be linked to digital services. This is extremely important because networks are the enablers of the digital services. And digital services are consumed by this device. And I think that India has built up very big success stories. You might think on UPI as a very successful story. But then with 5G, India is going into a different territory that will come with much more opportunities. And the good thing is that the current situation is already excellent. So there are more than 360 million customers in India in 5G networks, almost 500,000 base stations providing 5G. 80% of the population have 5G coverage. 30% of the traffic, 36% of the traffic is 5G. And India today accounts as the country with the highest consumption per gigabyte per user. More than 32, which is significantly ahead of the US or China. The main monetization use case that is triggering the adoption of 5G in India is fixed wireless access. This is similar across the world. At the end of 2024, 160 million customers on fixed wireless access across the world. That figure in 2030 will be 320 million. Today, India has 8.4 million subscribers in fixed wireless access, and the run rate is impressive. India is adding more than 30,000 fixed wireless access subscribers every day. This means that by 2030, it will point out to more than 100 million subscribers. That means almost 1/3 of all the fixed access subscribers across the world. And the good thing is that 40% of those subscriptions are being made in rural areas. So 5G is supporting the development of rural areas and bridging the gap in technology in those areas that really need it. And another area of growth is everything related with mission critical. So mission critical networks are networks designed in order to improve public services. They are really focused in areas like defense, with everything related with drones, sensoring, public safety, first responders, firemen, police, ambulance, railways, or utilities. This type of networks are extremely linked to strategic industries. They need to have a level of resilience, they need to have a level of security, and this is very important. They need to be purpose-built. There are many different solutions in order to implement them. Some of them is pure private networks. Some of them will have a backup on public mobile networks operated by the operators. But it's very important that India deploy this type of solution. When it comes to us, Ericsson has partnered with all the telco operators in India. We feel extremely proud about it. We have done it in a way where we basically design a lot of technologies in India, manufacture here every product that we sell in India, and we export some products from India. So we are completely aligned with the Make in India project and the DSS, design, sell, and scale. Right? And I think that we can give you significant evidence of that. When it comes, for example, to research and development, some of the key technologies for our own future are being developed in India. We have research and development in India for artificial intelligence. We have research and development for 6G. We have research and development for network exposure. And that is incredibly important. And when it comes to manufacturing, another thing that we feel very, very proud is that we have partnered with an Indian company, which is BBVN, in order to manufacture in India for passive antennas. And that means that we will not be only manufactured, but we will export from India. India will be the fourth hub in the globe that we will have for antennas. We already manufacture antennas in China, in Mexico, in Romania, and India will be the fourth production, and we will export from here across all Asia. And I was mentioning research and development, and the other super big thing that we will do in India is we will design here our chipsets. We will design here our ASIC component. The ASIC component in the radio is the most important element. It's the one that can guarantee energy efficiency, spectrum efficiency, and a superior performance of the product. For us, it's critical that this works well. And we're going to increase in 150 positions the number of people that is working on the design of the ASICs. This will help India a lot in order to build up an ecosystem that is needed when you look to the broad ecosystem of technologies that will take over it. It's not only networks, it's also cloud, it's also artificial intelligence, devices, so all of them need to come together and make a work. Ericsson is also doing research and development in 6G research, in mission critical, in compute services, and in artificial intelligence within this country. And we also run academic collaborations with top universities in Madras, Kharagpur, and Kolkata. But we are also building up for the future. And we feel incredibly proud of some of the initiatives that we have put in this space. One of them is the creation of a 5G Center of Excellence in Jabalpur. This center is focused in providing training on next generation technologies to students. The students that are coming into the technology sectors. Networks, but not only networks. Any of the layers of technology will be basically nurtured at this type of experience. And we have another program which is called Connect and Learn, which is focused on young people that probably doesn't have all the resources in order to build by their own, and we are contributing in order to create digital skills to them. So we are also planning for a better future for them. And then last but not least, I want to give you a hint of what you can see here in this booth. There are many demos. I think that there are more than 50. But I will highlight some of them. Some of them that will be focused on enterprise. Here, over there, you have a wagon train that is inspected by a robot. Right? That robot is a small dog that is basically able to broadcast through video any type of information of what you can find within the train and do an inspection through artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence will be matching with all the information that is coming from the robot, and if they see any type of defect, any type of issue, any type of problem, then a human being will supervise. Right? But the process is fully automated, and we are able to follow real-time data immediately. Then another one that I want to call your attention on is the train of the future. Is this one that you can see here at the back. It's trying to illustrate how consumers will change the way they consume entertainment, they drive communication, or they become more efficient on the commuting time. Commuting time is long, especially in this country, right? And it can be really enriched by new technologies. You can have access to much more information. You can have through artificial reality a lot of context. You can go into much more detailed information on entertainment, watching games, going to documentaries, getting information from the web, getting more context coming from a different country. I think that is an impressive journey. So I encourage all of you to go through it because it's a fantastic journey. But last but not least, there is something that we feel really, really proud, and is this 5G enabled brain ATM is located in the back of the booth. And basically, what this is doing is through biometric identification, is providing brain for people. And it's very sophisticated because it can dispense multiple quantities of brain, 5 kilos, 10 kilos, in a very short period, less than 30 seconds, and very accurate. You just need to go there, in the program, you put your biometric identification, digital footprint, and then it immediately will dispense the brain for you. We have already developed 5 of them across the country as a test, and now we're going to develop another 23. And we're doing this together with the World Food Program, which is our partner, and I will invite them to join me, because I think that we need to celebrate that we're going to expand this initiative to another 23 places in India. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for this development. And I would like to take a picture with you, if that is possible. Thank you. Well, thank you very much. So that was my presentation. I hope I gave you a good overview regarding how technology is evolving across the world in 5G, how India is doing, and what type of new technologies and use cases are coming into life, because we will find a lot of information in the book.
Thank you, Andres. So we'll have you here for a second. Guys, if you have any questions, then please raise your hand. And
please.
My question to you is whether you have any tie-up with government to install these machines, and if yes, what level, in which state or which cities? Thank you.
So currently, like Andres mentioned, we are working with the United Nations World Food Program. We're going to install 23 more in the coming weeks and months. And then obviously, there are discussions happening with the state governments, which UNWFP is working directly with the state governments to see how do we expand it further. So that's work in progress. No, we are facilitating through our CSR program towards United Nations WFP. We can share the list with you offline.
so for the expansion, we are working on it. And the previous list, we are already putting the details. Okay. I just answered his question. Any other? Yeah, okay.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Ashwin. I work with CMC KDAB. Firstly, thank you so much for hosting us. I have a couple of questions. As a part of the presentation that we saw in the inaugural session, and as part of this presentation as well, you spoke of opportunities outside of conventional telecom, defense and utilities. Can you throw more light on what that translates into, especially as far as India is concerned? And the second question that I had is with one of the key themes here at IMC 2025, there's been the 6G focus. The government is working towards that. Just the role that you see Ericsson playing here in India as India tries to move towards 6G.
I will cover the first one, and I will leave 6G for the kids. Right? So the first one, mission critical. What you face today on mission critical is that it's not in India, it's across all over the world. Usually, defense and public safety rely on very old networks, which are managed by old technologies like networks. So they are able to manage walkie-talkie capabilities, they are able to manage low frequencies, but they are missing a lot of use cases, which are very important, right? Bodyguards, cameras, basically broadcasting in real life, drone flights, command control by the network. So there are many capabilities that can be implemented through 5G. We are in that transition.